Okay, students, let us learn how to design a binary divider in this particular video. So, binary divider is dividing a binary sequence with another binary sequence. Okay, so dividend will also be a binary sequence and divisor will also be a binary sequence. So, we divide two different binary sequence. Okay, so what would be the algorithm that we can use for this particular binary divider? That is first thing. Second thing is we are going to utilize this algorithm and then we are going to find out the solution for this. We know when we take any two numbers, for example in decimal, if we divide 4 and 2 for example, now this 4 would be the dividend and whereas this 2 is the divisor. 2 is the divisor. When we divide 4 and 2, we will get two results. One is quotient and the other one is remainder, right? So when we divide any two numbers, we get these two results, quotient and remainder. So when I divide 4 by 2, we all know that the quotient what we get is 2, whereas remainder what we get would be 0. So this is a normal division of decimal numbers we take. But here we are trying to divide two binary numbers. So therefore, we need to define some algorithm so that we can do bit division. Okay, binary divider is bit divider. Okay, so now the algorithm what we are using here in this particular binary divider is restoring division algorithm. We call it as restoring division algorithm. What you can see a flow chart on the screen. Okay, so I'll just explain you like not the flow chart. I'll explain you step by step of solving this particular problem, and finally at the end we'll see the result quotient and divider means reminder, sorry, quotient and reminder result. How to obtain that in binary divider is what we will be doing. The step by step explanation what I do is nothing but related to the restoring division algorithm which we use. Okay, so let us do that now. So here an example has been taken. I have taken dividend to be equal to 1010, whereas divisor I have taken it as 0011. Okay, so let us divide these two numbers. It is nothing but 1010 divided by 0011. So we can do this division even in the calculator, but let me tell you the algorithm and let us see how to divide it manually, and then we'll see the result obtained in the calculator. Okay, what would be the step 1? The step 1 is we will take a dummy register called A. Okay, we'll take a register called A where we initialize that register A with 0, because this same register A will be storing the quotient at the end. Okay, so for that to store the final result, we try to take the register A where we are going to initialize that register A with 0 in the beginning. Okay, so now that is the first step which we do. But what would be the bit length of A that we take in this algorithm? The bit length of A would be equal to n plus 1. Okay, bit length of A would be equal to n plus 1, where n is the number of bits that we have in a dividend sequence. Okay, where n would be equal to the number of bits that we have in dividend binary sequence. So here dividend is given as 1010, therefore we have 4 bits in dividend. Therefore the register A will now contain 5-bit value, where as A should be initialized with the 0 in the beginning, therefore I will be storing A with 5 zeros. Okay, A will be stored with 5 zeros. Fine. So A will be stored with 5 zeros. Now I am going to initialize or assign the register B with for the divisor. Okay. I will be considering register B where my divisor is getting stored. Okay. So that is what you can see here. B is getting stored with the divisor value 0011. Okay. 0011. Now I will assign n to be equal to 4. That is the counter value. Okay, this counter we are going to use in restoring algorithm in the later algorithm that I explain, or the later problem further simplification that we do. We'll see where n is used. So we use this n to be equal to 4 in the counter. Okay, that is the counter value we consider. So this is the first step what we do in division restoring division algorithm, where A is assigned with 0. In the flowchart if you see, A is assigned with 0, B is the register which is taken for divisor, Q is the register which contains dividend, and N would be the counter value. Okay, N would be the restoring counter value, whatever the restoring algorithm will take in further uh, process. Okay. Now, before continuing further, the next step to what we are going to do here is, I hope you all should know that the multiplication is always a repetitive addition process, whereas division is always a repetitive subtraction process. Okay. So, division is always a repetitive subtraction process. Okay. That is what the restoring algorithm will do now. Okay. We are going to subtract A with B in further simplification. So if I want subtraction of any binary number, you should all know that the subtraction will happen when the subtracted value should be considered in 2's complement. Okay, that means if I am trying to subtract A with B in binary, what I'll do, I'll take A, I will add that with the 2's complement of B. The 2's complement of B is negative, is nothing but the negative B. So you add A with the 2's complement of B, that would be nothing but A minus B. Okay, adding A with the 2's complement of B is nothing but A subtracted with B. Okay, so therefore I am going to take the divisor and then I am going to do the 2's complement of the divisor for the further process that we consider in simplifying. Okay, now 2's complement of divisor, before doing that, again I am going to convert even the divisor to 5-bit length. Okay, I am going to convert the divisor value to be of 5-bit in length. Okay, 5-bit in length. Therefore, for that, I will append 0 in the beginning. Okay, as we know, divisor is given as 0011. I will append 0 in beginning and I will convert this to 5-bit length as 0001. Don't add 0 here because it will change the value of B. B should remain as 0011. For example, 0011 is 3 and it should be remained as 3 only, even though a 0 is added and made it into 5-bit length. So even 0011 is also 3. Okay, so this is how we add 0 in the beginning and convert the divisor B into 5-bit length. Means it is not always 5-bit length. You should always see the number of bit sequences that we have in dividend binary value. So here dividend is given as 4-bit. Therefore, I am going to convert divisor to be of 5-bit because n plus 1 bit content which we do. Okay, even A is also n plus 1 bit length. Therefore, both A and B is now converted into 5-bit in length. Okay. Now, after converting 5-bit of B, now I'll take 2's complement of that 5-bit data. So now 2's complement of that 5-bit data, which is 0011, would be equal to what? First we take 1's complement of that and then we add binary 1 to that. Addition of 1 will give me 2's complement result here. Okay. Take first 1's complement and then add 1 to that, which gives you 2's complement. Therefore, 000112's complement is 11101. So this is the 2's complement of the divisor B. Divisor B. Now what is my next process is, I am going to create 3 columns here now. I am going to create 3 columns here. So which is register A, then Q, which is dividend, and then the counter value N. Okay, so we know that the initial value of A is all zeros, 5 zeros. Q value is given in the question. What is dividend? Let me take Q. What is dividend? 1010. 1010. So this is dividend. Let me say this is dividend. And this is counter value, which is equal to 4 in the beginning. So counter value is 4. Okay. Now, in this process now, what we are doing here is, we'll see the flow chart again. So in the flow chart, you see shift A, left A comma Q. That is the process which we do now. After shifting A comma Q, we subtract that shifted value with B. And then we compare A whether it is greater than or less than 0. Okay, so till that I will explain you what we are going to do. So now the first step here is we are going to shift a comma q. So shift a comma q. So this 0 comes here, this 0 comes here, 0, 0, and this 1 comes here. That is what we are concatenating a and q together, and you are shifting left, but you are keeping a and q to be separate. That is what we do here. So 0, 0, 0, 0, this 1 will come here. Whereas this 0, 1, 0 will be shifted like this, and this fourth bit we should know what it is. So this 0, 1, 0, this fourth bit is unknown because we don't know what value will come to that particular fourth bit, as we have already shifted all 4 bits of q. So this is q0, q1, q2, q3. Now we don't know what is q0 for the new data. Okay, now what I'll do, the next step is subtract. After shifting, subtract a with b. A with b, it is as good as adding a with 2's complement of b. Add a with 2's complement of b. 2's complement of b. Therefore we know a is this value 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. 2's complement of b, which we have already found to be equal to 11101. So we get 11101. So we add these two now. 1 plus 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is the content which we have got. And now the next process is we are going to find out whether a means this is the value of a now. The value after subtraction will get stored back to a. Now we'll see the content of a, whether it is greater than 0 or less than 0. Whether a is greater than 0 or less than 0. Now you should know that always for a binary number, we always see the sign bit. We will always see the sign bit. Sign bit will always be the MSB bit of that particular data, where 1 as MSB will say that the number is negative, and if that MSB is 0, it says the number is positive. Now here a greater than 0 means it is always positive, a less than 0 means it is always negative. Therefore, as we see MSB bit of a is 1, therefore it says a is negative. So what we do if a is negative, we are going to set q0, okay, we are going to set q0 with the 1's complement of that particular sign bit, with the complement of sign bit. Okay, we are going to set q0 with the complement of sign bit, which is nothing but 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay, complement of sign bit is what we are going to set q0. And then after setting q0 with complement, we are going to add a with b. We are going to add a comma b means you are going to take a, and then we are going to add this with initial value of b is what? 00011. So addition of a comma b, not subtraction. Subtraction means you take 2's complement of b. You are adding a with b directly. Therefore I will get 1, 1 plus 1, 0, 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 and this one what we get as a carry will be neglected. We are going to neglect it. Now therefore this would be the new value of a, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, whereas this value what we have will be the new value of q, with q not as 0, sorry, 0. Now again, now till this what we do, one cycle is completed. So till this whatever we have done, a cycle 1 is completed. Cycle 1 is completed. And then this counter value 4 gets reduced to 3. Get reduced to 3. Now it is not equal to 0. Therefore I'll repeat the same step again what I did in cycle 1. So again shift a comma q. So 0, 0, 0, 1. This 0 comes here. So that is what we did. This 0 came here. 0, 0, 1, and this 0. Whereas in q becomes 1, 0, 0, and we don't know what is the next bit. Okay, so this 1, this 0, this 0, and we don't know what is the fourth bit Q0 is now. Okay, after shifting a comma q, you subtract a comma b. So it means that adding a with 2's complement of b, which is 0 0 0 1 0, and 2's complement of b is what? 11101. So what do I get? I get 1 1 1 1 1. I get all ones here, and then I'll see the sign bit. So a sign bit is again 1, which is negative. Therefore, I am going to set Q0. Now Q0 will be equal to complement of a sign bit, which is equal to 0 0 0 and then 0 and then 1. After setting Q0, I'll add a with b. So adding a with b, a comma b. So I'll get a b is 0 1 1. So what will I get? New value of a 1 plus 1 0 1 1 plus 1 plus 1 1 1 1 plus 1 0 1 plus 1 0 1 plus 1 0, and this 1 what we get as a carry will be neglected. So this completes cycle 2. So this completes cycle 2. Now n will be equal to 2. N will be equal to 2. So as it is not equal to 0, again take a and value of a and this q and shift it right. Shift again left a comma q. Therefore this 0 0 1 0 and this 1 comes here, whereas this becomes 0 0 0, and this we don't know what it is. Okay, now so we have shifted like this 0 0 1 0 and this 1. Okay, after shifting left, now we are subtracting a comma b. So 111, what is b here? 11101. So now we'll see subtraction. 1 plus 1 0 1 1 plus 1 0 1 plus 1 0 1 plus 1 0, and this will be neglected. And see, the sign bit is 0 now. So as sign bit is 0, the complement of this will be now Q0. So Q0 will now be equal to 1, whereas this both will be 0 0 and this will also be 0. Now setting Q0 to 1. So I have set Q0 to 1. Now I don't add a comma b because it is a positive sign that we got for a. Okay, we don't add a, only when a is negative, only when MSB is 1 we add a comma b after setting Q0. If a is positive, we don't add a comma b. We now take a to be equal to the same value 00010. Okay, we will not add, we will directly take the same value. Now if you see the algorithm what we have in the flowchart, that is what I am doing. See, if a is less than 0, I am going to set q to be equal to 0 and a equals a plus b, and then I am going to decrement the counter. Now if a is not less than 0, it means a is greater than 0. I am going to set q0 to be equal to 1 and then decrement the counter. Okay, so here what I'll do, as a is not negative, as a is positive, I am going to set q0 and I am going to decrement q now. Now the q0 means I am going to decrement the counter. Now the counter will be equal to 1. As it is not 0, again shift operation, shift left a comma q. Shift left a comma q. So therefore 0 0 1 0 and this 0 comes here, whereas this 0 comes here, this 0 comes here, this 1 comes here, and we don't know what is the next bit. Okay, we don't know what is the next bit Q0. So therefore next step is subtract a comma b. So I'll add this with 11101. So what will I get? 1 0, 1 plus 1 0, 1 plus 1 0, 1 plus 1 0, and I will get 1, which I am going to neglect it. Now I'm going to check whether A is negative or positive. A is positive now because you see the sign bit is 0. Therefore, as sign bit is 0, I am going to take the Q naught to be equal to 1. Okay, so set Q naught. So Q naught will now be equal to 1. So 1, 1, 0 and 0. Okay, and A will be what? A will be equal to 0, 0, 0, 4 zeros and 1. And now this is cycle 4 complete. Now I'll take n value, decrement it, it becomes 0. Therefore, once n is 0, this is the end. Therefore, you see at the end whatever you got A, which is equal to quotient, which is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. This is the value of quotient at the end, whatever we have got. Whereas this value, whatever Q value that we have got, which is 0, 0, 1, 1, this is the value of the remainder. Okay, I hope you got this problem, bit divider. The division, restoring division algorithm, whatever I have explained you now, how to find out the quotient and remainder. So step by step what we do is, I'll just go back into the flow chart and I will just tell you. So initialize the register A to store the quotient, initialize register A to store the quotient, then initialize B with divisor, then Q with dividend, and N with the number of counting values. Now here A is been set with n plus 1 bit length, where n is the number of bits that we have in dividend bit sequence. Here as dividend was 4 bits, so we took A to be equal to 5 bit length register with all initialized with all 5 zeros in the beginning. Then we add B, which is divisor, which is again converted into 5 bit, where B was 0011. I have converted that into 5 bit as 00011. Okay. Then in step 2 what we did, we took the 2's complement of divisor. Okay, 2's complement of divisor, because we subtract A with this divisor B, so that once we need the subtraction process, we always take the 2's complement and then we add that with A, so that it becomes A minus B. So now after this 2's complement of B has been found, we are going to shift A and Q towards left. Okay, shifting left A comma Q left. Okay, so I think if you rewind my video, you will see how shifting has been happened in the problem. Then we subtract that shifted value of A with B, and then we check whether that particular A after subtraction, whether that A is positive binary value or negative binary value. Always if there is a binary number, we normally go with an MSB bit. If MSB bit is 1, we say the number is negative, and if MSB bit is 0, we say that number is positive. So here if the number is negative, we set Q naught to be equal to 0, and then we add A with the initial value of B. Okay, here B will be not 2's complement, here B will be a normal value of B which we have in the beginning, which is a divisor value. And then we decrement the counter. Now if the number is greater than 0, it means if the number is positive, A is positive after subtracting A with B, you will assign Q naught to be equal to 1, and then you decrement the counter. So this process you continue until counter becomes 0. At the end, whatever the value of A is left out will be the quotient of the division process, and whatever the value of Q that you get will be the result, which is remainder. Okay, which will be the remainder result. So that is what restoring division algorithm is all about, and this is how the bit division will be done by when we have two different binary values. Okay, now we'll see another example where dividend is 1100, where dividend is 1100 and divisor is 0011. Okay, now as usual, assign the register A with all zeros and convert register B with 5 bit value, which is again 00011, and also A will be taken with n plus 1 bit length, which is 5 bit length. So 5 zeros is there because dividend is again 4 bit in this question also, which is 1100. Okay, now take 2's complement of B, we get 11101. Now take register A, Q and the counter. Okay, register A, Q and counter here, where counter is 4. So initial value of register A is all zeros and Q register is 1100. Now shift A comma Q. So this 0 comes here, this 0 comes here, this 0 comes here, this 0 gets shifted towards left and 1 comes here. Now this one will get shifted here, this one gets shifted to left, this 0 gets shifted to left, and we don't know what is Q naught now. For that, what we do, we subtract A with B, and after subtracting A with B, it means that adding A with 2's complement of B, we get this result where we check the sign bit of A where 1 is there, therefore the number is negative, therefore we assign Q naught to be equal to 0. After assigning Q naught to be equal to 0, we add A with initial value of B. So therefore, once you add with B, I'll be ending up in getting 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, and we also get carry at the end, which we are going to neglect it. Now, after this, we decrement the counter. Counter becomes 3, so it is not equal to 0. Again, take the value of A and then shift it left. So 0, 0, 0, 1, and then this one comes here. And this 0 is shifted towards left, 1 bit. Each time we shift 1 bit left. Okay, and we don't know what is Q naught now. For that, again subtract A and B, and after subtracting, it means adding A with 2's complement of B, we see the result where A is now positive because the MSB is 0. Therefore, as MSB is 0, we assign 1 for Q naught. Okay, 1 for Q naught. Now, after assigning 1 for Q naught, that cycle 2 is over. Therefore, 3 becomes 2. Again, it is not 0. Counter is not 0. Again, you shift A and Q left side. So, this 0 comes here, 0 comes here, 0, 0, and this 0 comes here. Whereas this 0 gets shifted here, this 0 and this 1. We don't know what is the value of Q naught. So, for that, you try to subtract A and B. You get 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. You see MSB is 1, so it is negative. Therefore, assign Q naught to be equal to 0. Okay. After assigning Q naught to be equal to 0, you add A comma B because now the number is negative. Therefore, you add A with the initial value of B. You will end up in getting all 5 zeros. Okay, so I got 0, 0, 1, 0 and I decrement the counter. Counter became 1. Again, it is not 0. Again, you shift left A comma Q. So 0 shifted left, left, this, and this 0 comes here. Okay, and this 0 shifts here. This one comes here. This 0 comes here. Now we don't know what is Q naught. For that, again subtract A comma B. You are trying to add A with B's 2's complement of B. I'm going to get this result as A now. Again, sign bit is 1, therefore it is negative. So you assign Q naught to be equal to 0. Then, after assigning Q naught to be equal to 0, at the end you see you should add A with B. Adding A with B will give you all zeros. And this 0, 1, 0, 0 will remain as it is. And then you try to, that complete cycle 4 and then again decrement the counter value will become 0. Therefore, whatever the value that we have got, A is not the quotient, A is the remainder, Q is the quotient. Okay, I'm sorry, A is the remainder and Q is the quotient. Even in the previous problem, I think while telling I told something ulta. This is the remainder. This is the remainder what we get. And Q for quotient. Yeah, I think I have assigned Q for that only. Where Q says it is quotient as well. Q is the quotient value. Q is the quotient value. Okay, I think by this process, you people have understood how the bit division can be done, bit divider. I think the complete algorithm is clear to you, how to find out the quotient and how to find out the remainder and all, with 2 different examples which I have explained to you. Okay, so I hope you can take further your own examples and you can learn how bit divider can be designed by using restoring division algorithm. Okay, thank you. Okay, students, now let us see how to do bit multiplier. Okay, For that, let me take an example of 3-bit multiplier. 3-bit multiplier where A0, A1, A2 is one data, A0, A1, A2 is one 3-bit data, and then we have B0, B1, B2 is another 3-bit data. Okay, B0, B1, B2 is another 3-bit data. Now we'll see how to multiply these two different 3-bit data and get the final result. Okay, so for that we'll try to write in this way: B2, B1, B0 multiplied by A2, A1, A0. So first thing is A0, B0. So what happens here is A0, A1, A2 will now first multiply with B0, then A0, A1, A2 will be multiplied with B1, then A0, A1, A2 will be multiplied with B2. Okay, so therefore A0, B0, A0, B1, A1, B0, A1, B0, and then A2, B0. This is the first layer. Now this A0, B0 means it is ANDing A0 with B0. Okay, your AND operation is been done here. Multiplication means it is an AND operation. A0 is ANDed with B0, A1 is ANDed with B0, A2 is ANDed with B0. Now A0, B0 is what will come directly to the result here. Okay, the result A0, B0 will come directly to the result A0, B0. Now the next multiplication is A0, A1, A2 will get multiplied with B1 is what we need to do now. Therefore, you will have A0, B1, A1, B1, and then A2, B1. A2, B1. Now the next is this and this. So I will be writing this result. Now this value what we get is the result is what I am going to write here after multiplication. The result what I get here is this, which is B0 A1 added with B1 A0. The carry of this will be given to this. Okay, the carry of this two addition will be given to this addition. Now the next multiplication would be A0, A1, A2 multiplied by B2. Therefore, A0 B2, A1 B2, and then A2 B2. Okay, so finally the addition of these three along with the carry, so which is B0 A2 plus B1 A1 plus B2 A0 along with the carry that we get because of addition of this B0 A1 plus B1 A0. Now this would be the result that you store here. Now this would be the final result, adding B1 A2 with B2 A1. B1 A2 with B2 A1 along with the carry that we get from this, along with the carry. Then finally B2 A2 will be here. B2 A2 along with the carry that I get by adding these two. Okay, so this would be the result, where the result would be finally P0, P1, P2, P3, P4. 5-bit data. Okay, this would be the result that we get. Okay, so the multiplication process which I have explained you just now is how the bit multiplication will happen. Now for that, let me take one small example of 3-bit 101 multiplied by 111. Okay, now this is A0, A1, A2, and this is B0, B1, B2. So first A0, A1, A2 will be multiplied by B0. So A0 into B0, A0 ANDed with B0, 1 ANDed with 1 is 1, 1 ANDed with 1 is 1, 1 ANDed with 1 is again 1. So this is what the 3-bit data B0 A2, B0 A1, B0 A0. This is what. Then this A0, A1, A2 is now will be ANDed with B1 now. 1 ANDed with 0 is 0. 1 ANDed with 0 is again 0. 1 ANDed with 0 is again 1 ANDed with 0 is again 0. We got all three zeros. This is the second three values here. A0 B1 is this. A1 B1, A2 B1. Now A0 A1 A2 will be ANDed with B2 now. Therefore 1 ANDed with 1 is 1. 1 ANDed with 1 is 1. 1 ANDed with 1 is 1. Now this would be the value that we have got. Now you try to take this one directly. 1. 1 is added with 0. 1 plus 0 is again 1. No carry. Therefore 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 0 and carry comes here. That is how the carry gets added up. Okay, so this is carry. 1 plus 1, 0. A carry comes here. And this 1 plus 1 is 0 and 1. So this is the value that we have got after multiplying. So 101 multiplied by 111 is 10011 result. So this is how we do 3-bit multiplier or bit multiplier design is all. Okay. So any other bit also like 4-bit value is given. You try to take first all 4-bit of A with first B0, then all 4-bit of A with B1, then all 4-bit of A with B2, all 4-bit of A with B3 if it is 4-bit. And then you keep on adding the successive values and then finally you get the result. Okay. So let me show you in the calculator how binary addition and division is being done. So now I'll keep this in binary. So for that I need a scientific calculator where binary. Okay, programmer if it is binary, I'll keep it in the programmer. Now what I'll do, I'll try to take 101 multiplied by 111 and see the result. I got 1000011. If you see here 1000011. I hope the result is correct. You can also do in your personal calculators that you have. I'm just doing in the system calculator. Okay. Okay. Now I think division which we have done. Let me take that example of division which we have done earlier. So we have done 1010 divided by 0011. 1010 divided by 0011, which will be equal to this is the quotient which we have got 11. I hope if you go back and see in the problem at the end what we have got. See here at the end we got quotient to be equal to 11. Anyway, in this calculator reminder, to get reminder I think we should use some formula. I think we all know that reminder equals quotient multiplied by the dividend, quotient multiplied by dividend minus quotient multiplied by divisor. Dividend minus quotient multiplied by divisor. Quotient multiplied by divisor. So I hope here dividend is 1010. Here dividend is 1010. 1010 minus 0011 multiplied by 11, which is equal to 1. 1010 minus 11 into 11 will be 1, and that is what the result we have got as reminder. You see, reminder is all triple 4 zeros and 1. I got remainder to be equal to 1. So this is how you can verify the result of division and multiplication by using the calculator, which I have shown you just now. Okay. So the formula which you use for finding out the remainder is dividend minus quotient multiplied by the divisor. Then only you can get the remainder in your calculator. Okay, thank you. I hope you people are now okay with the bit divider and bit multiplier and how to do that. Okay, how to do that both manually and also using calculator. Thank you.